Okay.
You're...
Do just my little seat cushion here. Can you view me?
Okay.
What?
Never mind, it's gone now.
Okay.
You froze like...
Yeah. I've actually seen it do that. I don't like that.
That'll be your first party. Your first party thing.
It does not say we have a viewer, which is weird.
I'm sending look at it.
I see that.
It looks like you're viral. It looks like you're viral.
Okay. Well, we have one viewer. So,
Don't
do you mean?
start
It's been started.
yet. I'm just saying, don't start the...
I'm not gonna start, so I don't think anyone is gonna join this. So, go ahead and tell Mama that we're going. Mother of ours. And, oh, we got 3 people. It says 3 people. I don't know if they can hear me. Let me, do me a favor and check on your phone who those 3 viewers are. Yeah, you can. I check it all the time.
I have one view.
It says we have 2 viewers. Oh, what was your favorite thing you got for Christmas from Mr. Ellie? Favorite thing is going to be what this live stream is actually going to be talking about. It's a glove, and it's not an American glove. That's all I'm going to say. Actually, extremely excited for it. That's what this live stream is going to be about. So for those that are watching, which is not many people. Oh, we got 4 now, though. This live stream isn't going to be very long, at least unless so many people have a ton of questions. It's just going to be an unboxing. I did an unboxing video for my 44 Pro, which we actually have with us. This is not the glove. This is the Mizuno franchise I've had for a long time. We're going to be unboxing the glove. It's going to be very interesting. I'm almost willing to bet that you've never seen a glove as pretty as this one. And it's not like it's $500, so that's wonderful because it's affordable to the public. 4 viewers. So we should probably start the unboxing. I don't know if we have a ton of people that are going to be watching. This video is a mirror. You finally look right-handed. Yeah, it won't... I could flip it if I want, but then I can't see any questions. And I don't know... Can you see the questions? Yeah. Let me know if I should flip this, because I am left-handed. But if you really, really want me to flip it, then we'll flip it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. All you need to know is that the gloves are left-handed, but it looks right-handed because it's flipped. I mean, I look now like a baseball player, since no one can play really anywhere if you're left-handed. That's the thing I hate the most about being lefty and playing baseball. It's an advantage to pitchers, though, so that's good. Fun fact, this is actually a pitcher's glove. For those that don't know, you probably know it. I've shown the glove a ton of times. Can you see the questions, Nelson?
Of course, I can see the chat.
Yeah, all right. I won't bother flipping it. All right, well, since we are live, you can hand me the box, and we'll start. Thank you, sir. So, this is the box it came in. It's a basic box. It's nothing really special. It's not like you get like this custom box, but before I open it, I'm just gonna say it's not from America. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, it is a Japanese glove. It's authentically Japanese. It's not like Jack's Athletics, which is made here in the US, and then has their, well, it's not made here in the US. It's an American company, but then has their gloves made in the US. This is made in Japan. I think the guy is located in Japan. He has an Instagram account and a website, which is really good considering he's in Japan, but this is what's in it. We're just gonna get straight to it. So it does come with a bag. It doesn't come with a carrying leather bag like 44 Pros, but it comes with a little baggie just to keep it safe. Here we are in 3, 2, 1. And this is the glove. You may or may not have seen it just because when this glove started coming out, it kind of went viral on the internet just for looking amazing. But this, for anyone that cannot see what that spells, I know it's flipped, so I'm just going to tell you. This is called Yabai. So, Y-A-B-A-I. It is easily the nicest looking glove I've ever owned. Hand me the 44 Pro real quick, if you have it. This is the first nice glove I've ever owned. It's a custom 44 Pro. I've mentioned it's the C2 Classic Series. They're slightly cheaper model. Their main 44 Pro customization options is like $247, but after you add like thumb loops and everything, it ends up being like $270, which is, it's fine because this is already amazing quality. So if those other gloves are even better quality, then I think that's adjustable price. Most people think 200 a glove should never be 200, but in the price we have now, it's justifiable that it's 270. But this is not 270. It's not even 217. I don't even know if I don't even feel like it's right to mention how cheap this was, but you can see it on their website. I had not broken this in, which is why the fingers are a little curled. And it's very tight. So this, a very big thumb stall. This is a big hand stall. So it almost falls off my hand. I'm gonna have to figure out how to relace it. But I cannot squeeze it. It's just like the 44 Pro. I actually have for those that don't know, I have a break-in video of this up on YouTube. It's like one of my newer videos. I could not squeeze it even close to halfway. So I saw that. I'm gonna tell you how much this is right now. On their website at Yabai Sports, I believe, this is $190. Tell me in what world should an authentic Japanese glove that looks this beautiful be only $190? If this looks a little small, it's a 12-inch because I'm going to use this mainly for pitcher, but you can use this in infield because Japanese baseball players use these kinds of closed webs in the infield. It's insane for people that play baseball in America, but in Japan, they just do things different. But this right here is like the main attraction. That right there, a rose web. It's beautiful. It's the one thing that I noticed the most about it. Like, it's a fully closed web. I've not seen many of those. Usually, a closed web would be like this franchise, just a basket web. But people like 44 Pro and Yabai have started doing these crazy things where they'll just like do this crazy closed back web. This looks closed. It's for outfield, but it is a spear web. So it's not closed because it has all those laces. If I'm being honest, on the custom website builder, the spear web did not look as good as it does now. But if you're going outfield and you want to use the spear web, it's going to be wonderful. It's just going to take a little longer to break in. So generally keep that in mind. If you're one who does not want to do a ton of break-in, spear web just adds to the break-in, like this. This is just crazy. It's fully leather with leather on top of it. So if you can see, we have snakeskin. Wilson, I believe Wilson invented snakeskin. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Wilson invented the super snakeskin. I don't know if they did or not, but I know that's like Wilson is known for their snakeskin more than their leather. If you have a glove, I'd say 7 out of 10 times it's going to be snakeskin or at least super snakeskin. So this right here feels just like this right here, just textured. So it's not like it's like a lot stiffer. I've heard snakeskin is stiffer. I don't know because I never had a Wilson snakeskin, but just a absolute beauty. When I got this, I didn't take it off my hand for like 12 minutes straight. I can't even stop looking at this. It is 100% the most beautiful glove I've ever owned. And we're actually now going to get to talking about this more than just showing you. So for one, I mentioned this can be used in the infield. It absolutely can. A lot of people will say, no, you have to use an I web. You can use an H web. You got to use those kinds of webs. That's not right at all. You can use a closed web in the infield. Actually, people do this in Japan. When they play Japan baseball, you can use a closed web in the infield. Most of us will say you can only use this for pitcher because it hides your grip. If you've ever wondered, why do pitchers always have gloves like this? It's because they're hiding their grip. So I can't even really mention it with this because this is also technically closed. But if you have an eye web, you can see how the pitcher's gripping it. And Major League Baseball players are very observant. They'll know if you don't use a closed web. So it's just to hide it. What's the second best thing you got? To be honest, I haven't even thought about that. I got this chain. It's a baseball necklace, beaded. I think it's cool. Also, bracelets, I think they're also nice, but this, to me, has been the star of the show, because I can't stop touching it, putting my hand in it. I will say, Yabai updated this, so I saw 2 videos on this from Ball Glove King and Hayden Throws, if I'm saying that right. I think that's his YouTube channel's name. He got this as well, and he was talking about it. He said it was really solid. And I believe them, because this thing is extremely stiff. Now, a full video on YouTube is going to be coming out with the break-in, and then we're obviously going to be taking it somewhere and reviewing it. And I actually have some equipment to help me break it in. I got a special ball to help break it in, so that is going to break in the pocket. And I'll explain all this in the break-in video. But here are a few highlights. So this glove used to have a different rose. Now, I can't really show you because I don't have another glove, but if you just go on Yabai's Instagram, it's like Yabai LLC _ something else. You'll find it. Just type in Yabai baseball and they should come up on Instagram. Let's see. It looks awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. I can't stop touching it. I can't stop looking at it either, but what I was saying was they used to have a different styled web. So it used to be like a bigger rose without the stem here. And then this palm right here did not used to be orange. It used to be the same color as these right here. Both models looked amazing. And also, the laces were different. The laces used to be a type of like tannish brown. They weren't this kind of color, but they were brown. He's updated it, and I think no matter what he does to his gloves, they look amazing. And this is, I think, his like best infield model, because somebody who reviewed it said something to him DM-wise, give me your best infield model. And he said this. He has other webs. Like, he has infield webs, eye webs, and everything. Completely different types of gloves. He has a bunch of varieties that you can get from him. Weird thing is, though, that seems to be only on his Instagram account. So, like, on his website, there isn't a single outfield web. Or outfield glove is what I meant. You can only get infield and this. So they do have it for lefty, which is good. I know it looks righty because I have the phone flipped, but this is a lefty glove because I am a lefty. Strictly lefty. I don't just bat lefty. I do everything lefty. I even kick lefty, which is interesting. I'm just dominant on my entire left side, but I am just generally so happy he has these in left-handed versions, because nowadays a lot of people just have right-handed gloves. Like, there was a special glove I was looking into trying to get made by Emery. It's their Cordura, so it has like army backpack material on the back. There was only one website that sells them anymore, and they're completely sold out on lefties. They were only righties, and they were for infield, so I'm like, there's really no point. It would just be a shelf piece. So this is not going to be a shelf piece. I'm going to use this for pitching and infield, because you can use it in the infield. But I will say, he has a ton of gloves on his Instagram account. Like, he'll post a ton on Instagram, but then he won't have them on the website. I don't know how it works, but that's also what I want to talk about. So let me know whether or not you've heard of this American company that has their gloves made in Japan called Jack's Athletics. You've probably heard of them because they came out just randomly. They decided, we're going to stop making batting gloves. We'll just stop just making batting gloves and just start making, like, fielding gloves, like real gloves you can use in a game. And they just happen to be like one of the best gloves you can buy in the US that happens to be Japan. And I'm pretty sure I agree with everything, even though I've never had one myself. So many trusted sources I've seen absolutely just like love the gloves they get, no matter what Jax makes. But here's the thing, they're like $400, and I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. With their durability and everything, they're $400. I think they're like $370, which, again, a lot of people can't afford that. A lot of people can, because people nowadays just will buy expensive gloves because gloves are super expensive. Do you play MLB The Show? I do not. I played Baseball 9 for a while and then just kind of stopped playing that. I've spent a lot of time just creating content on social media. I don't play MLB The Show. I might have to do that because everybody I know plays MLB The Show. I've never played it before. Shocker, I know, but I have to look that up. Let me know if that's available on mobile, or if you have to have like a PC for that. It's not available on mobile? All right, well, that answers that question. But back to this. Like, the thing with Jax is they're very expensive. Now, if you can afford a Jax and you get a Jax, you're not doing anything wrong. All right, so they're amazing gloves, but they're very expensive. This starts at $190. In today's day and age, that is considered budget. So essentially, you're getting a budget Japanese glove. That's actually amazing quality. Now, this feels like amazing quality right now. I'd have to break it in, and I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. I'm not just gonna get a glove, love it so much, and then decide, I don't like this about it, but I'm not gonna tell anybody. If it's terrible, which I'm not expecting it to be, but if it ends up being not great, I will let you know, hey, this is wrong with this is wrong with that, but again, I really think this is just going to be good, even when I break it in, because the break-in just makes a glove even nicer. What kind of glove is that? Okay, so if you've just joined, this is Yabai. It's Yabai. It's a Japanese brand, and I can't stop looking at this. It looks amazing. It is a fully Japanese brand, but they have a website. So I got it off of their website for $190 until we found out they had a promo code. That's what I almost feel like is not like allowed for me to talk about. So it started at $190, but then it showed promo code and went to checkout. We subscribed to their email, which in return would give us the promo code, but it didn't give us the promo code. So my dad ended up emailing the guy, who I believe is all the way in Japan. 5 minutes later, he responded like super quickly and was like, oh yeah, here's the promo code. We put in the promo code. It went down to $160. Do I think that's underpriced? I don't even want to say that because right now it's an amazing price. If this goes up, I'm going to be a little disappointed for the fact that this is not going to be that expensive anymore. Again, I have no clue if it's going to go up in price. I think it's been this price for a solid however long he's been on Instagram and with his website available. But if it does go up in price, I won't think that that's like a horrible thing to do because it's super solid. And look, on the palm it says Super Hide Premium. So this is not Japanese kit. Can you put a link in your bio for the link to the gloves? I need a new one and I might get that one. All right, so if you're getting infield, absolutely. $160 if you can get the promo code, go for it. I don't know if I can put a link to the website. If I can put a link to the website, I will put it in my bio for Instagram. And then when I do the break-in on this video, I'll put the link to that website in the description because I truly believe more people need to buy these gloves. So I'm going to give a public shout out to Yabai. If you are looking for a Japanese glove and you have not had a Japanese glove yet, but you don't want to spend a ton of money, get Yabai. Again, it's Yabai. You can add baseball, sports, or just sports to it, and the website will come up. You just got to scroll down a tiny bit. But you need to check him out because he's, I think, just making these gloves himself. It says on the side, it says handcrafted. I don't know why I keep showing because it's flipped. I don't know what I'm doing. You can't read it, but it says handcrafted. For context, Nakonas are handcrafted. How much are they? Some of them are $1,000. I've seen a ton of them that start at $600, and then they'll just say, oh, well, it's an extra $100 if you add paint or leather dye, whatever color you're gonna make your glove. They will automatically charge you more for it. So Nakonas are extremely expensive, but we don't need to talk about those. Apparently this is handcrafted. It's U.S. steer hide. This, for example, is U.S. steer hide. Now, this is broken in. You can easily see I go 3 in the pinky, and it's just slaps through outfield. This is a 12.75. Also a beautiful glove. So I've mentioned, I don't know if I ever mentioned this. I meant to mention this in my, yeah, it's not right-handed. This is left-handed. Again, for those that don't know, I had the thing flipped, and I didn't want to not flip it because I didn't know how the questions would work. This is left-handed. Every glove here is left-handed, but it's like mirrored so that it looks right-handed. I'm not a righty, I'm a lefty, but this is a left-handed glove. It's for left-hand throw, so it goes on my right hand and I throw with my left. I can see why you would think it would be right. Again, this is my first time ever going live anywhere. Apparently on Instagram you have to have 1,000 followers to go live, so I'm gonna have to wait till then, but YouTube you have to be 16, so I'm finally able to go live, and first time ever doing this, so my apologies to anyone that thought this was right-handed, this was right-handed, all the gloves were right-handed. They're all left-handed because, again, I'm a lefty. But again, I just feel like people need to know more about this brand. It's a small brand, but it's beautiful. Like everything about this glove feels nice. I will say it needs a lot of work because I can't even get my hand in there because it's very, very stiff. It just closes on my fingers. It hasn't been broken in, so I'm going to have to do a lot of work on that. But I'm going to be using this glove as a how to break in your glove update 2026 video. I understand it's still 2025, but it's close enough to where it'll be what you should do for 2026. My how to break in a glove video is, there's nothing wrong with it for this year when I posted it, but there are just little things throughout that you could be doing that are even better. So we're going to be mentioning those. I did get this for Christmas, and I'm 110% satisfied with this because it looked sick in videos, sick on the website. It just looks even better in person, and I cannot wait to break this thing in. Again, if you're new and you haven't heard, I'm gonna be using this for pitcher mostly. But if I ever play infield for Little League, I'll definitely rock this at infield because why not? The web, I do want to mention that. So here in America, gloves manufactured for an American market have webs that define the position. So if you have a pitcher's web, you cannot use it in the infield. Not saying they'll like legally do something to you, but it's like you're using a pitcher's web for infield. Like, what are you doing? I remember when I was using one of my budget gloves before I actually knew about good gloves, I used a basket web in the outfield. And everyone was like, you can't use a basket web in the outfield. Well, you can, it's just not seen because a basket web is for pitcher, and nowadays you can't get a basket web on a glove for outfield unless you're custom building. Let me know if you've ever tried getting a basket web for outfield on 44 Pro. I haven't tried that, so I see you having comments. Look at the comment sections and just tell me a question or anything that you think is worth hearing, because a lot more have come. So here's another thing I want to show you. I've heard from multiple people that this pinky, again, it's lefty just for context, the pinky is shorter than the thumb. And when I heard that, I'm like, interesting, okay. It was true, because when this came, one of the first things I noticed, this pinky is like minuscule. This is a 12-inch, and the guy that I saw reviewing this had 11 and a half, I think. It was either an 11 and a half or 11 and a quarter. I can't remember. But it's a lot smaller, and here's the interesting thing about this glove. This is supposed to stop you from going two in the pinky. It's supposed to be like a glove. You feel better going two in the pinky, but you like going traditional. Boom, this is the glove for you. So I will say, from what I've heard from other people, if you want a glove that will go, that you don't have to go two in the pinky for, but you get that two in the pinky like benefits, again, Yabai. I can't really recommend him enough already, and I haven't even broken this glove. He has other gloves, just, he has iWeb gloves. He's not just like, no, you only use a closed back for infield. You can use a closed back in the infield. And when you look at this glove, just tell me, why would you not want to use this in the infield? Not just for pitcher. It is beautiful. But on the custom website, I do want to show you. I don't know how well you can see this or if this is going to show up, but the web here, it looked stitched to me. So I didn't know if it was going to be stitched or not. I didn't know if certain parts of the web were stitched. It looked like almost like denim, but that's just the stitching and the lighting effect. If you get this glove, the web is full leather. And again, it has snake skin and then this leather on top of this. So the reason why I love these gloves so much is because I've used something like this my entire life, and this was actually the nicest budget glove I've ever owned. Mizuno franchise, for anyone wondering. This is broken in to go 2 hinges, but it wants to do a 1 hinge. And I just made a YouTube short on how, and also on Instagram, how you should like be closing your glove the right way, which you probably never thought of it. You might never been taught about it, but there is a right way and a wrong way to close your glove. Don't stress too much about it if you're youth, is just what I want to say. If you're a youth player, you can get away with a ton of stuff. Just got a torpedo bat for Christmas. Yeah, I've been looking at torpedo bats. They make torpedo wiffle ball bats. Congratulations, by the way. Let me know if you hit a bomb with that, because torpedo bats apparently are like really, really good. I know some people who don't like torpedo bats, but I'm not a pitcher in the MLB, so I don't care. I would like a torpedo wiffle ball bat. I'd just like to see how that would work, but here is another thing I wanted to mention. This pinky loop right here, it feels a little small. So it's double knotted. You could probably just unknot it and just knot it once. But here's the thing. That's if I try to go two in the pinky. This is not meant to go two in the pinky. You 100% can go two in the pinky, but it's made to go traditional, and then you have the benefits of going two in the pinky, rather than this, which is just your average glove. I go three in the pinky, and it closes dang near close to thumb to pinky. And it also slaps a ton, so I love that. I think that's just so satisfying in the outfield. But this is made to go traditional, and then you have the benefits or the satisfaction of going two in the pinky. I don't know how that works, so I'm really tempted to break this in traditional. I'm an avid two in the pinky guy. Like, I will wear two in the pinky even if I'm in the infield. Like, if I'm going to use this in the infield, I just naturally am going to go two in the pinky. But this is supposed to be traditional, but it's almost like you're going two in the pinky. What's your favorite position in baseball? Well, as of last year, it was second base, but I play high school now, so that's completely out of the window. I play first, actually. I just started playing first this year, and I will say I just fell in love with the position. So I got there, no idea what I was doing, but immediately just started loving first base, which is weird because I hated in practice when I would have to go to first base and have someone like wing it at me, and then I have to try and catch it and hope it doesn't kill me. Now I like really love first base, no matter who's throwing, because I just love first base. So first base is easily one of them. When I'm having a good day, it's pitcher. When I'm having a bad day, it's probably not pitcher. But if we're talking outfield as well, I really don't have a preference. I've been in left field, center field, and right field, and it always goes to somebody else. I don't know why. I'll be in center field, it goes to right field. Next inning, I'm in right field, it goes to left field. I'm in left field, it goes between right field and center field, so I'm not even close to it. It was frustrating. And then I got some hit to me, and then I was happy. But I wouldn't say I have a definite, yes, put me there all day, and I'll never be not satisfied. I will say first is probably my top pick right now. But I will say I don't exactly know why the pinky is so small. Because if you go two in the pinky with any other glove that's not meant to go traditional, the pinky is just there. So I'm wondering if you're supposed to go like traditional and it's supposed to go here, and then this pinky is short, so there's not a ton of overlap. That is my personal guess. I think that's the right guess, but I could be wrong. And I could just ask him all these questions, because I've DM'd him on Instagram. I actually DM'd him on Instagram before I bought this, asking. I just tried it randomly, knowing it wasn't going to work. I messaged him and I was like, is there any way you could just send me a glove? And in return, I'll promote your business if it's really good. I'll break it and review it, and I'll just tell everyone about you. And he said no, basically. He showed me where to get the glove from, but then he was like, I don't give any gloves out to anybody. You have to purchase it. But he was very polite about it. But he was like straight to the point, like straightforward. It wasn't like, hey, man, I would love to help you out, but I can't. It was just like, hello, this is the website you buy it from. I do not give out gloves to anybody for free. Thank you. So it was straight to the point, which I like, rather than just being like a super long message. But he says he doesn't give out gloves to anybody, and the people who have reviewed this glove and absolutely love it have paid for it, which in my opinion, that's actually a little bit better, because if you just get a glove for free, you're not just gonna generally like love it as much as if, hey, I spent this much money on the glove. It was totally worth it. I spent that money on the glove. I'm hoping it's gonna be nice. I just think it makes you a little more genuine, if you know what I mean. But this, I'm very interested in breaking this in. I actually, like I said, I have a new way of developing a pocket, which I think is pretty cool. But if I'm being honest as of now, I'm just lost on what I'm gonna do. I don't know where I want it to close yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna break what he's been telling me, what he's been doing with the gloves and go to the pinky, or if I go traditional. I don't have the glove with me that feels good traditional. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I do not like the old premium series. The new premium series that they sell specifically at Dick's Sporting Goods is a little bit decent. But the other premium series aren't. They last you like one season, then they'll get a hole somewhere. So, also, they only make them with basket webs because it's the most durable web that they can make. That's already a bit of a red flag, so I don't like them. But I broke it in to go traditional finger out. And it's amazing because I reshaped it and now it feels good. But it's not a good glove genuinely. That's why I just really, really like recommend every single time you need to break in your glove like the right way. So many people will tell me, or not tell me, but I've seen so many people tell other people who break in gloves, everything you're saying is absolutely foolish. You should not use even a mallet. Don't use any water, nothing. That's all just destroying your glove. Break it in, play and catch like a man is what they'll say. And I'm just thinking like, brother, how am I going to break this in play and catch? I can't even squeeze it halfway, let alone all the way, enough to catch the ball. So Heart of the Hides, some of them, I've seen some Heart of the Hides you can break in, play and catch. There are some specific certain gloves that you sort of can get away with just playing catch, but it's not custom to you. However the glove will close and however you close the glove, that's how it's going to just develop. You're not going to have hinges. You're going to have a crease somewhere, aka a bad break-in that doesn't look great. So that's why I'm not saying you have to do these crazy things to like ruin your glove, but breaking it in for how you would like to close it is, I think, the best way. Plus, gloves just get more and more expensive nowadays. You really want to take care of them. What is your best glove? Well, as of now, it's good old faithful His Glory 44 Pro because it's broken in. This has not been broken in. If this breaks in like amazing, it might be this because it's just beautiful. And again, it's a Japanese glove. It's not even made here, which most gloves made for a USA market. Let's just be clear. They're not made in USA. They're made in like the Philippines somewhere. But they're made for a USA market. They're not like, hey, Japanese glove. It's USA market, or hey, this is made in the Philippines. You can only use this in the Philippines. It's made for an American market. So this, he's located in Japan. I think he just makes all his gloves, which however he does that, shout out to the man who owns Yabai, because that's a lot of work to make a glove, let alone handcraft one. I'm sure he uses machines, but it's handcrafted to where like he puts it all together himself. Did you just get that glove and how much was it? Oh, we got Glove Lab TV in here. Nice. Hello, my friend. I got this glove for $160. Mind blown, I know. Most gloves like this in America here are like $300 because they're extremely expensive. Some of them are $400. Fun fact, I was looking for a Mizuno Haga just for fun. I found one on eBay for $980. They're hard to find in the US, so I'm pretty sure it's like $500 in Japan. However much that is in Japanese yen, I'd have to look it up, I don't know. But I got this from Yabai Sports, their website. It's Yabai. I know you can't see it because it's flipped. Next live stream I do, I'll probably see if I can work on flipping it and then just have Nelson ask me any questions. But I got this from Yabai Sports. And I just couldn't be more happy with the looks. Like, this is something that you would almost use as a shelf piece. Merry Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas to you too. Merry Christmas to everyone. And I hope you're having a good Christmas this year. But the break-in on this thing, I am extremely excited for because if it breaks in nice, like I'm thinking it's going to, I'm just going to love it that much more. But for those that don't know, if you are going to get this glove, here's what you need to know. I got this 44 Pro as stiff as humanly possible. So they have standard, which is like I want to say like 60% play break-in. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't been on their website since. They have soft, so like the manufacturer will break it in some. And then they have stiff, which is 90% play break-in. I had floppy gloves like this for so long. I'm like, screw it. I want the stiffest glove you got. So I went with the stiffest, and boy, oh boy, was it a hassle. So I need to clarify. I didn't clarify it when I got this glove. If you don't know how to properly break in a glove, like hitting hinges, shaping it how you want, how hard you should hit the glove, where you should hit the glove. Again, I have a full video on this, but if you don't know, do not, under any circumstances, get it that stiff, because I spent day one for like 3 solid hours just hitting it as hard as I could. It broke into where I could do this, but it didn't slap. And the next day, like, my forearm was like cramped up so bad from just hitting it and like trying to close it. I was like struggling to close it. The next day, I did not as much work to it, and I was feeling very depressed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I can't just wet this thing again and just try and break it in there all over again. I'm like thinking, I'm not equipped to break in baseball gloves then. And then day 3, I don't know what the heck happened, but it was like this. I'm like, why could you do that day 1? Like, I picked it up, conditioned it, and just bam. I think I do need to mention that though, because some people will say use conditioner to break in your glove. Please don't do that, because I recommend using water to break in your glove. And again, like I said, I have a break-in video, so I highly recommend you check that out. But what does water do? If you've never wondered what water does, water will loosen up the leather so that it's more malleable, if I'm saying that right. And therefore, you can hit it around a ton, and then it will dry from the glove in that shape. So you don't have to worry about it shifting back to its natural shape. That is why I love water. My current best glove is a 150 Rawlings GG Elite 1275 tan leather blue laces. Interesting. I actually have never seen a tan GG Elite. Goodness, how come I've never seen? So do me a favor and let me know, is that like a newer model that just came out, or is it like an older model, like from like 2024 or 2023? Because if it's new, I don't remember seeing a, well, oh, or it's called, okay. I have seen the blonde Gold Glove Elites. They look actually pretty decent. Here's the thing with Gold Glove Elites though. If you love your glove, that's great. And I'm not saying anything bad about Gold Glove Elites, but I've heard from some people that they can be just kind of like a little weird for the price. So some of them are just wonderful. Others can be like not great, but I truly believe it's just how you break it in. The break-in is going to determine if a glove is truly great or truly not. So this glove right here, I'm going to break it in to the absolute best of my ability, and we'll see the outcome. I'm hoping it works. I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes my new top favorite other than this bad boy. Like if it dethrones him. But if I were to just say, you know what, I'm going to sit on this until it loosens up. I'm going to run this over with a car. I'm going to throw this into the oven to get it as loose as possible. And then I'm just going to like smush it around, like throw it around, and then I'm going to play catch. There is no way on planet Earth that I would like this glove more than this. And if you run it over with a car, it's not going to look nice anymore. It's going to have scuffs on it. So I understand old school gloves like old Rawlings, old Nakonas, when Nakonas were affordable back then. You could run them over with a car because they were all brown and everything. So I can understand why some people would ride them over with a car, but gloves, we're kind of past that day and age now where we don't do that with gloves anymore. You can, but oh, we're about to end. Okay, so we're about to end the stream. I'm just gonna answer one more question. I have a Pro Preferred wingtip A2000. Just saved my Pro Preferred for high school. It feels nice. What do you think I should game, my A2000 or Pro Preferred? Pro Preferred all the way. If you had an A2K, then it's debatable. Pro Preferred, they're like $400. They're KIP, so I think they're lighter. Pro Preferred is just a little bit better. A2000s are comparable with Heart of the Hide. So it's Heart of the Hide, A2000, Rawlings Pro Preferred, and then an A2K. So one last look at the glove. We're going to be coming out with a break-in as soon as humanly possible because I can't wait anymore to break this thing in. So to everyone who joined this live stream, thank you so much. Thank you for watching me just talk about a glove. And have a very Merry Christmas. And we will see you very soon. God bless you all.